Okay, so today we're going to take a look at how websites are built. And we'll be building websites, and some that are probably close to what this looks like right here. But if we wanted to know what was the underlying HTML in this, we can go ahead and inspect the HTML by right mouse clicking on the page. And I'm using Chrome, and I recommend you do the same thing if you want the same look and feel, though each web browser has the same functionality. If I go ahead and click on Inspect Element, it'll go ahead and open up on the bottom of the page uh, what the HTML is for this page. And let's go ahead and take a look at it. So at the very beginning of the website that we use for our learning management system is doc type HTML. And that tells us that this is an HTML5 website. Within that, I also have the language is English, US English. And then they have the head section of that with all sorts of style sheet links of why this looks the way it does. And then we have the body section here. And as you mouse over the HTML, it shows you where you're located up there. So this is that. Let's take a look at, let's go ahead and find that top bar. Problem is you get a little old, you don't have much room here. All right, so that's that. Okay, so there's the that top bar. So as I mouse over this, if you look at the very top where it says Home and select a course, that's now selected, showing that this is the element for that. So let's go over here, and I'm going to change a property, and I'm going to just change so we can see how it looks. I'm going to change the background color. So if I come down here and select, select color, and then I'll hit Tab. That allows me to, just go ahead and pick a bunch of colors. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in yellow. And you can see now the top placeholder is yellow, which I think is a much more attractive color, but nobody asked me on that. So let's take a look at some other the elements that we have as we go down. And as we mouse over, you can see there's that section, that page header. Let's come on down and see if we can change some other stuff. All right, so there's that news section up there. So I'm just trying to find some things that are so we can see the obvious change. And I'm just going to go ahead and change background colors just so we can see. So this is background color. And what color should we make that? I'm going to make it green. There you go. All right, so we've changed that. And then one last thing, we can go ahead and pick a block of text. So this is the where the course evaluation. So now what you see on the page, you'll see there's no text on there at all. And what this is a placeholder. And when I have stored what I want to have on there as a message, it goes ahead and pops that text into there when it renders the page. So that's why you see no text that is on the page within this area here. So let's go ahead and change the background for this. Oops, background color. And let's make that aquamarine so that it looks nice. All right, look at that. See, so nobody asked me colors. I actually I'm terrible at making things pretty. But at least now you can see how you might take a look at this to see how these change. If I wanted to, I can also come up here, say, and do width, and then make this, say, 800 pixels. And you can see now I've changed the width of that. Now it's busting out of the seams. If I use the up and down keys, I can actually move that back and forward. So Let's go down. Actually, it's pushing behind that. Let's go ahead and make that 5 pixels. And you can see now, so that's 50 pixels. So we can make it whatever we want, and it will go ahead and respond. As I mentioned, though, that this is just something that we can see. So we've really hosed this thing up nicely. So the next thing we want to do is get it all back the way it was. So if I refresh the page, it'll go back to the server, re-render the page, and bring it back the way it was before. So no harm, no foul. We can't actually edit in using the inspect element software, but we can play around with it and find out, well, why things perhaps are not working correctly, and then be able to adjust them. All right, so that's our first lesson.